What's up, everybody? Big Guy Bets back at it again with another free picks video. If you're new here, guys, go ahead, pause the video real fast. Go ahead, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell also so you're notified every single time we post. We post every single day, mostly college baseball content, sometimes MLB. We got to dip our toes into there because of whether the college baseball slate is limited or whatever it may be. We're a baseball first channel currently right now. So if you're looking at an NBA playoffs type of guy, you're not looking at the right guy. No one likes to watch the NBA playoffs. I do have a future on the Lakers. They lost last night, so that shows you kind of where we're at with the NBA, but you never know. So at the end of the day, baseball first, football first during football season, obviously, but we are a baseball channel first and foremost. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the free pick video. Yesterday, just a real quick recap. Not the great. I mean, if I know that some people that have watched me for a while, they're like, okay, I'm waiting for the crash out if they want to see a crash out or how great the day was yesterday. And not the best day, specifically our free pick. Arguably one of the worst free picks I've probably given out. And the toughest thing for me, guys, is I want to be able to have so many people ride on the same thing together. But truthfully, at the end of the day, I want you to make money. So if you get to my video late, I'm sorry. So in the future, whether the game starts at 10 o'clock in the morning or 10 o'clock at night, I'm going to choose my best one for you guys that I think is the best. I definitely wanted to lean with Texas -1.5, but that started much earlier for everybody else. And I know that there's videos that kind of are views that trickle in throughout the day. At the end of the day, I want to choose my best play for you guys. I don't want to choose it depending on the time. It was between Stanford money line and Texas -1.5. Texas won by 11 because they had a walk-off 3-run home run to 10-run Auburn, and Stanford lost 11-0. So that's kind of how that goes. It hurts me because I know that I take a lot of pride in these free pick videos. I know there's a lot of cappers out there that just go throw out whatever and just say, hey, here's a free pick. But truthfully, guys, when I give you guys a free pick, to be completely honest, it's one of my favorite plays of the day. So the reason why I take so much time and effort into these videos, these free pick videos, is because I want you guys to win. I'm not just throwing shit out there. Obviously, my VIP plays are my best plays. They're all my confident plays. They're the one I put the hardest work in. But my free picks would be a VIP pick. If I didn't have a free pick. So it's a very important play every single day. So I want you guys to be able to take that. So again, we're still extremely profitable on the year. It's 30. Ever since I started doing these videos, it's 39-17. I mean, that's obviously fantastic, but I mean, this specific spot, I wish you guys would have been able to cash on a Saturday. But overall, we did. I did say I'm gonna try not to crash on this video. That's why I'm not recording this late at night. I went for a little walk, because I didn't want you guys to see me in a vulnerable state. So I did ask where the nearest bridge was. Total joke. But in the LBSU Cal State Fullerton game, we had the over 12.5. The game ended up at 10. Obviously the final score, we were 2 runs off, a couple runs off, but there was 20 guys left on base. The teams combined for less than 100 with runners in scoring position. They were hitting less than 100 in scoring position. So that sucks. 20 runners left on base. I saw a capper yesterday, guys, that complained about a thing where he had the over 14 and there was 12 runners left on base. And I sent him a screenshot and I go, hey, what do you think about 20 runners left on base with a 10 runs and we needed the over 11.5? How does that feel? And he goes, oh, wow, that's tough. So he was complaining about 14 runners left on, but not even close to his over of 14. And I'm complaining about 20 runners left on when we were only 2 runners left. So, and then also the other one, let me get my face back here real fast. And the other one, we had Michigan State -1.5. for those of you that can't count, maybe we won by one. We got hooked again. That would be 3 days in a row where we've gotten hooked on something completely brutal. I don't know what else to kind of really say, guys. They hit a walk-off home run. They were up at one point by a couple, and they obviously blew that in the top of the seventh. It sucks. Specifically, this spot was amazing because Michigan State has one of the better pitchers in the country. He's 6'8". He throws extremely hard, and he was a Ohio State native, so he wanted to grow up. He wanted to go to Ohio State. So I figured this would be an amazing spot. He gave up the most runs he's ever given up against a team that has only won 9 games, guys. This team, Ohio State, has not even won 10 games this year, and we couldn't beat them by 2 at home. So that's the tough one there. That's, again, 2 straight hooks. We had the -1.5, and then we had the over 11.5 yesterday in another game, and the final score was 11. So getting hooked definitely sucks, but you guys can see, and I know VIP can see, I have no problem with it, but anybody that gambles, they just can see that this is an unfortunate situation. The shit like this shouldn't happen and doesn't happen. Well, the luck will be on our side, so that is why we're going to keep on hammering the books, because at the end of the day, we have the formula to be able to kill them each and every day. They're not going to hook us every time. So that sucked, but again, not looking for the nearest bridge. But we did, because yesterday wasn't the greatest. Here is the best part. I asked everybody, I asked my VIP, hey, who would be in for a salvage? We want to be tucked in. We want to hit we wanted to go to bed with our head hitting the pillow with the smile on our face. Well, we did. I went with the Giants money line. I gave that out to VIP right before bed, and we were able to cash the Giants money line. Did they scare me? Fuck yes, they did. Were they going to throw away this game? Maybe, but they ended up winning. It doesn't matter. As long as the final score is they have more runs than the other team, that is all I care about, guys. So we had Giants money line -142. They were able to cash that for us. Mike Trout really tried his best impression to, shove it right up my ass before bed, but he let me off the hook. So we got to cash that. So we went to bed with a win under our pillow. Guys, before I get into the, keep it on going, I do have a couple more spots that I reopened for my college baseball season pass. If you guys select the college baseball season pass, I understand that the season is almost near. We're still middle of the way, guys, but when you go ahead and purchase my college baseball season pass, you automatically get entered into my rest of year pass. You're going to be with me for the rest of the year for only $250, okay? It's an amazing opportunity because when you guys kind of break it down, it's only $30 a month. My daily free play is $17, so that's super easy for you guys. But if you guys just think about it logistically, if you're planning on buying, my day pass, I would go ahead and buy that college baseball season pass so that you can. I mean, it's just at the end of the day, it's your guys' money. But I think that's the best available opportunity for you guys to be able to make your money every single day. So, guys, let's get into the free pick video. We are going to go obviously into the college baseball slate, even though we're going to be playing quite a bit of MLB today. And by the way, happy Easter, guys. I kind of forgot that was even a day. It's even 420. So for those of you that celebrate, go rip a blunt for me, okay? I don't. But if you guys do, go ahead and rip one for me. We are going to go into the Mississippi State versus Florida game, guys, and kind of going to make this super quick. In this specific matchup, guys, Mississippi State has lost the first 2 at home. Do I like to see that? No. Do they like to see that? No. Does their coach, does fans? No. So we're going to go ahead and look at Mississippi State on the money line, guys. I'm going to guess that it's going to be at least a -115. They might even be plus money, guys, because honestly, Florida's playing really great right now. I believe they've won, let's see how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row. 3 of them being against Missouri, one of them against Stetson. So is that the most impressive? No, for sure not. But they have beaten Mississippi State at home in back-to-back days. What I like about this spot, guys, is generally when you play a late game and then you play in the early, I do like the under. So that's also a lean that I like to see. I don't know what the over-under is going to come out at, but the wind is blowing out. But I might sprinkle a little bit on that under as well, especially if it's, over-under like 14 and a half, maybe even 13 and a half. I would definitely take the under. So that's one of the plays, but I also like it because when a team plays late at night and they lose, they're not going out and partying because they have a game the next morning. You know what they're doing? They're either hitting the cages or hitting the sack, which means they're going to be well rested for this game. Mississippi State also doesn't have another game. Let's go back to their schedule. Mississippi State doesn't have another game in Starkville after today in all the way till May 2nd. They don't have another SEC, or I guess April 29th. They won't have another game, an SEC game in Starkville until then, guys. So these games are extremely, extremely important to them. They need to be winning this game because they won't have another home SEC game for a little bit. So that's important, but also I don't mind their Sunday starter. He's been pretty solid the last few games. Specifically, he went 6 innings, 1 hit, 8 strikeouts against a South Carolina team that's kind of trending in the right direction, and then an Alabama team at Alabama. He went 4 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. Okay, another pretty good performance. I believe Luke McNeely is going to be starting, and he's not too bad for Florida. Last year as a freshman, he had about a 70 ERA. This year, he's been a little bit more impressive. He doesn't go any deeper than about 2 or 3 innings, and I would assume after him is Billy Barlow, and Billy Barlow's an okay pitcher. I do believe, again, this is a lower scoring game, but Florida's going to be looking to go back home. They already won the series. They're not really a team that I depicted as a sweep, especially if they're not playing Missouri. You know, at the end of the day, playing at the Dude is a lot harder than playing in Missouri. And again, Mississippi State's a solid team. They have a team average over 300. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys hitting over 300 on the year, and then a couple guys kind of inching towards the 300 mark. Guys, they're not a bad team. They did win a series against Alabama in Tuscaloosa, so they're not a bad team. This Florida team is not the Florida team of old. They are hitting the ball a little bit better. But in this specific spot, Mississippi State needs this game. Again, I don't believe they stayed out late partying. They're ready to go. They weren't going out and kind of mingling with their girls. They're ready to win this game today. So I think they salvaged the series here. They're gonna make it 1-2. At least they're not gonna get swept at home and then hold that piss stain all over their face for the rest of the week. So also, no offense to anybody else, but when you're going to go ahead and play Arkansas, you're going to maybe look ahead to the next weekend. You already won this SEC matchup. This is not a premier Florida team. I think that they might be looking ahead a wee bit, that they do have Arkansas on deck, especially because they're hosting them at home. So that's the free pick, guys. We're going to go Mississippi State on the money line. If the over-under is pretty high, we're going to take the under, even though the wind is blowing a little bit out. We are going to cash this, guys. Happy Easter. Best of luck in all your bets today. Don't stay around the TV too long today. Enjoy your family time. I know that I need to do a better job at it. But best of luck today. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.